Okay, how to install an HTML email signature in the BoomTown CRM. It's pretty easy, and it works great, which is excellent. This is the next CRM to add to my list that can properly process HTML code. So, without further ado, once you are logged into BoomTown, head on up into the upper right and click on your profile drop-down thing. Click on My Profile and scroll down until you get to Email Signature, and you likely want to have this box checked. One thing I did notice is the second warning says, warning, do not include your email address in your email signature. This can result in emails not being automatically logged in BoomTown. So we will need to edit the code a little bit. It's not too difficult, and if you are having issues with this, and I have designed your email signature, I can send you the proper code that just has the email address if your email address is included in your email signature, which it usually is from when I do my designs. Anyway, just in case something goes wrong or you want to revert, if you already have an email signature in here, click on the HTML button here and Control A to select all, Control C to copy it to your clipboard, and save it in like Notepad or something like that, which I had already done here previously. So you would just open Notepad and Control V as in Victor to paste, and then save it somewhere where you can get back to it if you need to use it. And this is the HTML code that we are going to want to replace again in this HTML window here with the HTML code of your new email signature. And how you would get that would be to find your email signature and right click on it and open with Notepad. And there is the code. There are some things that we don't want to include besides the email address that I mentioned earlier. All this stuff up here, we just want to ditch, okay? We just want the table. So just highlight that and get rid of it. And then down at the bottom, same thing. Get rid of body and HTML right down there. And since we have this open, I am going to go and try to find the mail to link here, because this is what we don't want to have if we want, well, we'll get to that in a second, if we want BoomTown to function correctly per that warning that it sent us. So in this situation, I would highlight this entire line. Well, it's two lines here. I would highlight that till I got to the break tag from the image, which is the email little airplane thing, paper airplane graphic, and then the email address HTML code, and just backspace, get rid of that, kind of backspace so everything is nice and pretty there. And then Control A to select all, Control C to copy this to our clipboard. And I am not going, you might want to save it. You might want to save this now that it's edited, but don't save it. I'm going to save it in a separate section here and just call it something different, so it doesn't overwrite the one that you have for like Gmail or Outlook or Apple Mail, because we're doing this specifically for BoomTown. With the stuff that I got rid of, we actually want for most other purposes. So I'm just saving that as a separate file, and then we could close this out and go back in here. Did I already have it open? I actually have two open, so just ignore all that. I'm going to close these again and start over. So click on HTML, Control A to select all of this, backspace or delete to get rid of it, Control V as in Victor to paste the code that we want, click on Update, and it's in there. You'll notice that all of the table cells, because HTML code is tables and rows and columns and stuff like that, they have these little dotted lines around them. Don't worry about it, because it's going to send just fine. So I'm going to click on Update Info, And then I've added myself as a dummy lead. Click on that. I'm not super familiar with BoomTown. I've only been in it for 10 minutes. So this is kind of the easiest way that I found how to email myself a test. So do that. Test email. Whoops. And then in here, just do that a couple times. Test and send. And it comes through pretty quickly, which is pretty great. And then if you want to follow up through blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to head in here. And here it is. As you can see, works fantastic. I mean, this is great. I'm really happy to see another CRM that can properly handle HTML code. So that's great. And that's pretty much it. That's how you install an HTML email signature in BoomTown. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you.